At the beginning of the 20th century, a Boston Methodist minister, Reverend Edgar J. Helms, was concerned about the plight of immigrants who came to America with nothing. His idea was simple: help the impoverished, not with charity, but with a chance to learn trade skills.
Work greatly enhances the morale of those who help themselves and others by their labor in our industry. Not charity, but a check. It believes more in prevention than cure. That is what a job does. It prevents.
Determined to provide a hand up, not a handout, Helms put a burlap bag over his shoulder and went door to door, asking the affluent of Boston to contribute shoes, clothing, household items, and furniture. Poor men and women worked by restoring these donated items while learning trades and sharpening skills at the same time. Income from the resale of the goods paid their wages. The Goodwill movement was born and quickly spread throughout the United States.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I am Mary Flack, Vice President of Marketing and Communications, and on behalf of our entire executive team here today, and as we continue to celebrate Goodwill Week, we are honored to be among the best of Gulfstream Goodwill Industries, while we recognize 3 very deserving employees today. Please help me welcome our President and CEO, Mr. Keith Kennedy.
Thank you, Mary, and thank you for everybody coming, our distinguished guests being here. Hopefully everybody is enjoying Goodwill Week. We're one of 157 Goodwills across the country that are celebrating the legacy of Reverend Edgar J. Helms, who started the Goodwill movement in Boston in 1902. Our organization has been here in West Palm Beach since 1966, transforming the lives of individuals in our community in need. And today, we're looking to recognize the entire organization, but today's exercise is the culmination of Goodwill Week, and we will be awarding the first inaugural Reverend Edgar J. Helms Excellence Awards for our staff, individuals on our staff that go above and beyond every day to provide excellent services, no matter whether you are working in our mission programs, in our contracts division, or in our mission programs. Everybody provides something to the equation that helps us change the lives of individuals in our community. So how did we get here? At the turn of 2020, we wanted to establish a vehicle for communications for the organization, and we went with a newsletter concept. Luckily, we did so right before COVID, and we continued that newsletter and that communication throughout the year. Around July, we had the epiphany: why don't we use the newsletter not only to communicate but also to celebrate? And in July, we established the first group of Goodwill Good Jobs Excellence Awards. And since July, we've recognized 31 individuals in our organization of almost 1,000 that really have gone above and beyond every day, or done something so spectacular that we felt that it was something that we wanted to recognize because they really established the values that our organization seeks to strive. So all 31 are fantastic. We couldn't award all 31 the Reverend Edgar J. Helms Excellence Award, so we've narrowed it down to 3. But let me just say thank you and recognize everybody that we've recognized over the course of the year. And they're just a dip in the bucket for how many people in our organization do fabulous things every day, all day, 365 days a year. So, without further ado, let me introduce the direct supervisors of each of our 3 awardees to talk a little bit more about the individual themselves, the employee, and how much of an impact they have on the people that they surround themselves with every day, and what an impact they have on promoting the culture of our organization. So, I will start, and I will call up Tandria Baldwin. She's Regional Director of the Central District for our Donated Goods Program, and she will be speaking on behalf of Rosa Santiago.
Good morning. I am Tandria Baldwin, the Regional Director of the Central District, and I would like to, on behalf of Rosa Santiago, really thank her for all the wonderful things that she has done in our great remodeled North Lake location. She found $1,250 in the location while working and turned it in to the staff. So we thank her so much for all that she does. Thank you.
Thank you, Tandria, and thank you, Rosa. Hated for you not to be here, but imagine finding $1,200 in a donation and having the service attitude to turn that money back in. Somebody, I'm sure, did not mean to donate $1,200, and who knows where that money or how that money could be used to support their own families. So can't say enough about Rosa and Tandria and the entire Donated Goods Division within our organization. Just like everybody else, they work long hours in a hard environment to provide the subsidy, the revenue that helps support our mission and our organization. So thank you guys. So next up, let me introduce Carlton Moore. He's the Director of our Contracts Division, and he will be introducing Jim Stiball.
Thank you, Keith. I'm Carlton Moore. I'm the Director of Community Contracts. I'd like to introduce Jim Stiball. Jim Stiball is a rest area attendant at the Fort Pierce Rest Area on I-95. He has worked for Goodwill Industries for 10 years. I've known Jim for several years. Jim is a good-hearted person. He works hard. He steps up to the plate during many of the challenges that we face on a daily basis. Jim has often gone above and beyond to mail wallets, mail phones to passengers that stop by to use the rest area. Jim has done that with his own money, out of the kindness of his own heart, and he's a wonderful person, good guy to work with, and thank you, Jim.
Jim, did you want to say anything?
Well, thank you for being nominated. It wasn't, I just do my job, that's all I do.
Thank you.
So thank you, Jim. I don't know if any of you or the entire organization knows that we do clean 4 rest stops as part of a state set-aside contract up and down the 95 corridor. Next time you're driving, please stop in. They're the cleanest rest stops in Florida. I'm telling you, the job that they do is absolutely amazing. In the heat of the summer, And in the heat of the winter, they are out there every day making sure that the tourists that are coming back and forth through the state of Florida have a place to stop that's clean and that is safe. And I really thank everybody that works on that contract, Carlton. They do a lot of work and a yeoman's job to keep it the way it is. So with that being said, I'm going to call up Laura Waterman to speak on behalf and introduce Linda Porter, and what a fantastic employee that she is and a representation of our organization and everything we strive to be.
Good morning. As Keith said, my name is Laura Waterman. I'm the Director of Justice Services here at Gulfstream Goodwill. And I would like to introduce Linda Porter, who is a Master Level Clinical Case Manager for our Back to the Future Youth Reentry Program. Linda has been here exactly 7 years, going on her 8th year this week. So let's hear it for Linda, because that's awesome. So we talk about an anniversary this week as well as getting an award. Linda deserves this award for so many reasons, and I know she was nominated by somebody who sees the passion that she brings to this program. Linda is an advocate for the youth in this program and their families. Linda has gone out of her way to find housing for a participant and family who didn't have housing. She works with them to get their financial aid forms and things done for going to college at Palm Beach State College. She advocates to make sure a youth who didn't have a bed got a bed, so he had a bed to sleep in. She's partnered with many community agencies. She's worked with many to get shoes for our participants. Linda's passion is like untouchable when it comes to being that person that's going to go that extra mile to make sure that the clients are served. And then all the little things she does to make sure that her clients are heard. She motivates them to change, and if you know youth, you know that it's hard for youth to make those changes, so she's constantly motivating them to make the changes they need to make. So I just want to congratulate Linda on behalf of the Justice Service Department as well as Goodwill for all of the work that she's done and her commitment to our Back to the Future program. Thank you, Linda.
Did you want to say anything?
I'm just really lost for words. I remember before I started working here, I had just recently moved from Miami here, and I used to drive by here, and I said to myself, gosh, I wonder what goes on in there. I'd love to have a job there. And when I was offered a job here, I was just like super happy, because I've been shopping at Goodwill like most of my life, you know, really. And I just thought, oh my gosh. And you know, Laura and I we started together when Back to the Future just started out, and that to see it grow and to see, you know, some of the youth lives change. And I still love shopping at Goodwill. I just have to say that because I do, you know, and I encourage people to shop there because we have great bargains and great clothes. But anyway, you know, the people that I've met along the way here, and Goodwill is an amazing organization, and I'm glad that I was hired and I have the opportunity to touch the youth. That's just really awesome. That's all. Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
But every one of the recipients is also going to get a cool new branded swag bag. So
thank you, Linda. You represent a really passionate group of individuals that work with Laura Waterman every day to ensure that we reduce recidivism and give individuals coming out of our justice system a second chance that they deserve. Goodwill needs to be that opportunity, and I thank you for everything that you do with both the youth program but also the adults. You're transforming lives and you're changing trajectories of individuals and helping them establish a path that takes them to self-sustainability and success without having to fall into a system where they could get into deeper trouble. So I think that what you guys do every day in the reentry program and in all of our mission programs. So I'm really humbled by the work that the entire organization does every day, and I'm very blessed to be able to support you all. So with that, I'll close out the first annual Reverend Edgar J. Helms Excellence Awards. But before I do that, I can't close without saying thank you to Mary and her team, her marketing team, who put this whole thing together and put out the newsletter every month and go out and meet the people that do all the great work and are able to share the stories. And for everything that you all did to put together the entire Goodwill Week. It's been fantastic, even though it's been more virtual than we would like. You guys have done a fantastic job. I also want to thank the Human Resources team. They were integral in putting this together and pulling this together as well. They were out all across 5 counties on Wednesday delivering wellness boxes, so the work that they did was above and beyond too. So I don't think I have anything left to say other than I really appreciate everything that you all do, and you're just a reflection of the work that almost 1,000 individuals do every day to support the mission of this organization. So I appreciate everything that you do. So enjoy the rest of Goodwill Week. It finishes off tomorrow.
Yes.
So we've got a few more surprises in store. But again, thank you very much, Gulfstream Goodwill, for everything you do.